You are now tuned in to the official podcast of the Foundation. This program is designed for individuals in a committed or platonic relationship so that we can share dating tips and love advice. So with that in mind, let's get to it. Let's talk about it. The Foundation. The Foundation.
Hey, welcome. It's your boy DJ Battle, and welcome to the Foundation. Yeah, it's been a long hiatus, but I'm back. I got a new team. You already know what I'm repping. Originally born in Detroit, the 313, but I'm holding it down right here in the 919, capital city, Raleigh, North Carolina. And I'm going to introduce the queen. She's going to be the new queen of the show on this new edition. Give it up for Candy Cody from Raleigh, North Carolina. Go ahead, Candy, say something to him.
Hey, I am Queen Candy or Candy Cody, whichever one you want to call me. Hailing from Raleigh, North Carolina, by way of the DMV, Washington, D.C. native. Just happy to be a part of the team. Can't wait to get started and get some feedback from you guys. So let's talk.
Hey, there it is. What y'all think, fellas? You got a winner? All right, now we're going to take it up to the 313. My big homie up there, Mr. Max Black. Go ahead, say something to him and introduce yourself, homie.
Yes, coming from the 313, Detroit, Motor City, if anybody know what's going down. I'm just going to represent a part of D-Town, let y'all know how it feel up here north, up here in this cold place. Shaking.
Yeah, that's what it is. So let me go ahead and jump straight to the disclaimer. You already know what it is. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, hey, just sit back and enjoy the ride. We're going to just jump straight into the topic, man. This right here jumps into, this is from a viewer who contacted me a couple days ago. And this is about a sexless marriage, man. And I don't even think it's a marriage. I think it's a sexless relationship. So I'm just going to read what she sent me. She says, I just had to evict someone from my life for not communicating with me, but talks to his exes about their relationship. And then she added on top of that they lived together for 10 months. No sex for the last 18 months. Man, in a 2-year relationship, you haven't slept together in 18 months. That's almost 2 years. My math correct? That's 1 year in about 6 months, I think. But Candy, have you ever dealt with a situation where you've been in a sexless relationship for that long of a period of time? And if so, why?
Well, I have not dealt with it being as long as that. I mean, I have some experience in relationships. I was married for 17 long years, and I'm currently divorced. But before then, I did have other long-term relationships, and none of them have I ever gone as long as 18 months without, sex with my partner. And I understand that relationships are complicated. They can be sometimes. You have ups and downs, but even in the midst of that, I've just never had a situation where I was not intimate with my partner, regardless of what we were going through. So that's a little odd. So I'm definitely excited to get into this.
Maybe deflect over to Max Black. Have you ever been in a situation where, a female held out for you for a year or anything close to that nature?
Actually, never had that problem with that sex stuff like that. But I have cut off sex in my time because, a lot of people always think sex is going to keep people when they don't. It's just like, got to start realizing it's little things that count. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can have a fucking baby. This is grown man shit, grown woman shit. So if you going that long in it, when it start getting a month, that's a problem. that means y'all need to talk. You know what I'm saying? When it start getting a month, shit. Woody over there, if Woody ain't getting up, Woody Woodpecker ain't getting up in a month, and you sitting over there, there's got to be something going on mentally.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. I have to say that when you've been as married as long as I have, I mean, you pretty much have seen it. You pretty much have seen it all. You know what I'm saying? You have seen you know jackrabbit moments, and you see droughts. You know what I mean? And if it's a drought, then it's obviously an issue. Whether it's communication, somebody's upset. So,
Mhm.
um, just to jump back into it, Candy, what do you think? What do you think some of the issues are in a situation where? What's up, big homie? What you thinking about? You
Well,
got
I
something
tell
on your
you
I'm,
mind?
what.
I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this Candy Coat
I,
response. That's what I'm waiting on.
I tell
Okay.
you what.
What do you?
The
Go
alarm
ahead.
that went off for me was that he was talking to the ex. So that's the biggest red flag I heard in that whole thing. The sex and then the ex, right? So you
Yep.
talking
Mm-hmm.
to the ex, and you don't have sex with your current, woman, which means your desire is probably no longer there because your attention is somewhere else, and you're being stroked in some sort of way, whether it's ego or physical or even both with this ex. You know, men are physical creatures. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what the situation, you could be mad. A man can be mad with you and still want to lay with you, right? That's just been my experience all of my life. I've just
Mm-mm.
never seen
Mm-mm.
a man that
Mm-mm.
don't 18 months. I mean, unless it's
Mm-mm.
something really crazy going on in your situation. In that case, most men either step out or they leave altogether. But to stay that long in a situation that's not marriage and then go and tell all of the business to the ex,
Whoa,
which in my
yeah.
case, an ex is usually an ex for a reason,
Yes,
right? It's
indeed.
something going on in that situation. And I mean, you know, my assumption, it may be a little bit more going on than just talking.
Yeah.
His attention is definitely not with the woman that he's with,
You know
and
what, Candy, you go on, girl. You bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell them everybody how it's supposed to
but
really run.
that's keeping it 100. It's just not there. And I'm pretty sure, if she's writing in, it's been on her mind. So I'm hoping maybe she's tried some things to gather his attention. But obviously, 18 months is a long time to not be able to hold your man's attention. Something is definitely wrong. And his attention is somewhere because, like, Max Black said earlier, like Woody Wood gets up and, most
Yeah.
men, when the
You
wind
definitely
blow,
getting
it's
up.
up. So something
Yeah.
Mhm.
something ain't
Especially when
right.
you
Somebody's
blow.
stroking something. Yeah,
Yeah, when
right.
that wind blow on
Exactly.
it. Woo wee.
Right.
Yeah, just listening to it, the first thing that came to my mind is okay, if the ex is if he even has the relationship with the ex is that he's comfortable enough to even go there and talk about the relationship or what's going on, then obviously I think he must be you know dabbling with
I
the
don't think
ex.
so. I
You don't
don't
think
think so.
so?
Nope. I don't think so.
Okay, elaborate on
Come on,
that.
Max Black. Let's play devil's advocate here.
So you think he just had him there for a talking piece? You don't think he's dabbling in that situation?
No, no. This was my whole thing. That which I'm just when I'm really starting to get to start listening to the relationship thing. If it was 2 years, all right. So the ex is back in, all right. So now, probably they probably never broke up. That's what I'm looking at. I'm
So
looking
you
at the ex was not an ex. I'm looking at it was a side chick a peace thing
yeah, it could be.
and never ever broke up. You're just dealing with two women at the same time and not being real. That was basically that's what I'm looking at. And the thing about it,
Yeah,
if he like when you get older, I don't know. When you get older and stuff, sometimes no matter how it look good and everything, but if it don't mentally stimulate you where you can go ahead and say, okay, I understand how this person feel and connect with you and everything. It'd be all right, My man need to go ahead, fess up, and tell the truth. Shane the devil. He messed with two women at the same time and everything. That's what it's all about.
oh yeah. Well,
Well, it
well, if
looks
that's
like
go ahead.
No, I was saying, look like he's occupying space with one, but he's really only messing with the other. You know, because this woman
No, he
over
got other
here
ones
ain't.
considered on that one too. Yeah,
He could
yeah,
be.
yeah.
She just
Because
ain't getting in.
I'm from the D. That's how we used to get down back in the days. You might have 4, 5 girls. You know what I'm saying? In the area, but you
We
guys,
know
a
he
lot of
don't
these
he
guys
don't
don't like to
have
be
her.
real, huh?
We know he
You
not giving
know,
her any. That's for sure.
Well, he
nah,
probably
she
using her for damn rent or shelter or something. So
Very possible.
that's
Very
probably the
possible.
main thing. The reason why he
Yep.
ain't fucking with her. And he's like, I'm mad at you just to keep her on the string and shit. Instead
so
of being a real
basically,
man and say, fuck it, you don't want to do right, and we don't want to do such. Let's let it be.
That's a
See,
good
yeah.
angle. That's a good
see,
angle, Matt. It is.
see, when you get divorced, yeah, but when you get divorced and you have problems with issues with people who's really psychopath, where you have people who want to get physical. See, a lot of people always want to talk about the women aspects of being physical, but shit, when you start listening to grandpa and granddad stories, I'm hearing old men telling them, talking about their ex-wife cut their stomach open, threw them on the table, and sewed their stomach back up so they ass won't go to jail. Now,
Ooh.
I'm talking about, these are guys that been in their 70s and 80s. I'm hearing stories about them like, damn,
Ooh.
these black women crazy in the motherfucker. They try to talk about men, but they never ever. Hey, look, how can a man go to the police and say, yeah, my wife stabbed me, cut my motherfucking stomach open, and she sold me up?
Damn,
Man!
Yeah.
damn, surgical with it.
Yes. So, I done talked to a lot of old heads, I mean 70s and 80 years old, and talk about how they wives had a girlfriend had cut them and sold them back up. I'm like, this shit is back in the old days. We were
Yeah,
worrying
nothing's new
about
under the
guys.
sun, though, Max. And that's just really
Huh?
what it is. Nothing's new under the sun. Like nothing is
Yeah.
really new under the sun. The same stuff that happened then is happening now. The difference is
Mm,
that people have different responses. Back in the day, it was like, come hell or high water, we sticking and staying. You can be
mm-hmm.
mad, I can be mad, but you ain't going nowhere. I bet you
Yeah.
better find yourself back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Before the sun come up, people
Mm-hmm.
held on in relationships a lot longer than they do nowadays. Everybody is ready to cut and run, and not to say that all those situations were good situations. That's a bit much, to be cut open and then sold up, and all of that.
Yeah,
But the
I'm
moral
for
is,
real. I
yeah,
got, look, I can't wait till I get these old heads and let y'all, I'm gonna record them and I'm gonna let them hear the story. Y'all gonna be like, what
I
the
believe
hell?
it. I definitely believe it. But the
Yeah.
difference is people knew what it was to stick and stay and to fight for their love, you know what I mean? Because relationships just aren't easy. You're talking about having two people, two different personalities, two different
Hmm.
wants and desires, two
Oh
different
yeah.
outlooks on life. Everything
Oh
is different,
yeah.
and you're trying to bring that as one unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One
Candy.
idea.
I
It's
got you.
so it's
Oh my
it's the
God.
same situations, but we live in a different era, a different time. Nobody is trying to stick and stay. Everybody's like, we out. Look, you know what I'm saying? We
Oh
Yeah.
doing something
man.
Oh yeah.
different. We ain't trying to
Oh
play
yeah.
with you.
Well,
So,
well, I really don't think it is. To me, I think the problem is we got more psychotic. See, we as black folks, we start acting like white folks because we taking all these pills. So we got
Oh
a lot
shit.
more psychotic black guys and women who taking all these pills and then they go kill their kids and everything. You never ever heard of that. A person that
Yep.
smoke weed. You never heard
Yep.
a person smoke weed or
I
whatever such.
I completely agree. I mean,
Yep.
there's just some things that I wouldn't ever touch, never, ever, ever. And there's just some things that people say we shouldn't touch, and I say maybe you need to go and have yourself one of those and mellow yourself right on out.
Yeah.
So I do
Oh yeah.
agree with it.
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah.
do
indeed.
agree with that a bit. You know what I mean? I
Oh
just,
yeah.
man, I think it's just a lot of this craziness going on where people are in those types of relationships, like the one we're talking about tonight. It's like, if you're not in it, just move on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
That's the easier thing because
Yep.
that situation, like what he's doing and whatever game he's playing, creates them type of situations that you're talking about. and make
Yep.
somebody want to cut you because see now
Wait a
you
minute.
playing with
Hold
my
on. Hold on.
feelings,
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold
you
on.
Yep.
messing with my
Hold on.
money. You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on.
Like
Hold on, girl. No, 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 no,
18
no.
months of my
No.
life,
Wait a
I could
minute.
be
Wait a
doing
minute. Wait a
something
minute. You
different with
scared me.
somebody
You
different.
scared me. Oh, scared me. Cody, you scared me, girl.
Boy, 18 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but see, but that's what I'm saying. It makes somebody want to do that, you know, because you're
But
yeah.
see,
playing. That's
but
18
see, you
months.
know what? Let me say something, Candy. On the like you said, on the other end, on the side, is the devil advocate when it comes to now imagine if she don't pay the bill, she don't wash nothing, she don't do shit. All she do when she come home is bitch. Mm.
Hmm.
If I
I
work
can see that.
18 hours, and then I come home with 10, 12 hours, and all you do is bitch, and then you want me to give you some dick? Hell no, I ain't giving you shit.
I get that. I get that, and I'm not even gonna protest against that part. I get the feeling of saying I'm not giving you nothing, but at the same time, I also get. How about you say, listen, this ain't working out, right? Instead of incorporating somebody else into the equation, like the ex, and now we done took one situation and made a whole nother situation. Now we got
He
something
probably
else looking
told her.
going
He
on.
probably told her though.
You
He
know what I'm
probably told her.
saying?
He probably told her, look, I don't want to be with you cause such and such, such and such, and she still was holding on like, no, you're gonna stay here and you're gonna live with me and we're gonna do this and such and such. And he's like, nah,
Then
I'm gonna go on here and do such and such and
Well,
such, and you know.
I think
And then she started crying. Oh man, when a woman
it'd be
started crying, man,
it's
you
a wrap.
oh man.
But I think it, honestly it'd be helpful. I wish I could have had her to like be on the show so that she can explain exactly the dynamics of the relationship. There's three
that's
sides of the
it.
story.
That's
You
it.
know.
Battle is three sides, and you know
Yep.
you just never know. But I say in any story, you know, honesty is the key. I feel like honesty and communication is the key. It's like
Mm,
let's be honest about where we are, about what we're doing,
mm,
what we want, what we don't want, and then let's try to be big enough and adult enough to just make a move. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
If you want to
yep,
be with the ex, go ahead be with the ex. You know what I
yep,
mean? And
yep. There you go.
this
That's the
ain't
Yeah.
main
working.
thing. But
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what? The thing too is like I don't know. Maybe I'm from the old school, the new school. The compassion for each other is totally different.
It
I
is.
mean, it's like back in the day. I love your drawers. I love your everything, and you can do whatever, blah blah blah, and I got you. And nowadays it is, what have you done for me lately?
Do, do, do,
Do
do.
ooh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty
And
much.
that's the problem.
That's
And then
it.
and then my whole thing, what I call the biggest problem is we got microwave babies. That's what I call them
Mm-hmm.
because you can't. Everything got to come right now, and if it don't come
Mm-hmm.
right now, they got a
They out of
problem.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
That's
10.
it.
I mean, and then they got so much. And then another thing, I think the other problem is we got too many self entitlement. Like I'm supposed to get this because I'm such and such. No, you got to work and earn stuff. See, people keep on thinking that you just supposed to give things. If you ain't never work and earn them, well, I'm gonna give you something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You treat people bad, but I still want
Yeah.
to go ahead and give you stuff to make you feel good. No, I ain't giving you shit. That's how I roll.
Right. And I think people don't know how to love now. They like, you know, I, we're all around the same age, you know, so
Yeah.
we were taught to love differently. I know for me, I love hard, you know what I'm saying? So
Man,
I love until the wheels
me
fall
too.
off, basically, you know,
Woo
so
wee.
it's just like,
Till my legs start shaking. Ooh,
exactly.
oh,
People don't
the
know how to do that
arthritis.
nowadays, you know, it's
Oh, that
just like,
arthritis is killing me.
you're a mess, man. They don't know
Yep.
how to love. It's like it's based on all these conditions that are so shallow and
Yep.
you know, so futile, and that's why they go from relationship to relationship, the situationship from situationship. You know what I mean? It's like
Yep.
Yep.
nobody has no staying power, you
Yep.
know,
And
or
then
they don't
nobody
even
don't
know
want.
what love is most of the time. It's
This is
just
my whole
based
thing
on how
too.
I feel.
The first thing that I noticed that once you get older and you really start understanding a lot more how America and this world is made, and when you start talking to people and you start having goals, and then you deal with people who don't have goals, that's what fuck
That's
you up
true.
in
That's a whole problem.
relationships. You know what I'm
That's a whole
saying? Like
problem.
if you said,
Oh
I
yeah.
want on my goal in my relationship for me and my woman, we can just chill, go out of town, do what we want to do. So I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do this, and then you do it. Now the other person don't supposed to sit there and look at and just be there, just close their eyes while you doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to go ahead and try to make everything more relaxed and more comfortable for the other person.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what
teamwork.
love is,
Teamwork made
sacrifice
the
for
dream
each
work.
other.
That's just what it is.
It's
You
a
Yep.
know,
sacrifice. I do
yeah.
this for you. What you gonna do for me? Oh, no. I need something that's gonna come and help me out on this end. You
Yep.
know?
And then it's
Yep.
a team effort though. It's about doing that for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we doing for us collectively? Together.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
always a team effort. I like to use a little acronym, of team together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We achieve
Yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that everyone achieves more. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
think people don't get that nowadays. Everybody is for themselves. Like
Yeah.
seriously. And then,
Yeah.
and like you said
Crabs.
earlier, Max, the
Crabs.
microwave thing, right? They
Mm-hmm.
want things to happen right then and there, or
Yep.
um, people are so closed off and they're so guarded. They don't want to let you in. They want
Yep.
your time and attention one moment, and the next moment, they
Yep.
want something different. They don't
Yep.
know. Everybody's moved by their emotions, their
Yep.
Yep.
feelings, which are uh, you know, they change often. You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody be solid on nothing because everybody's so dang emotional nowadays. You
Oh
just can't
yeah.
be moved by your feelings and emotions because you know, they'll lead you everywhere because they change so often. So I just feel like that's what we have. That's what we see so much of nowadays. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
they just,
I'm gonna bring it back home. It just sounds like this cat basically didn't have no intentions on being there long term. That's why I
right.
say he stayed. He was still in his previous situation, so that's why he never established nothing strong with the current situation.
Right.
And if it was Sexless for that long, he was getting it from somewhere.
Yep.
He just wasn't giving it to the one that he was
Man, he was tired,
supposedly
man. He was
giving
working too much,
I
man. That's
agree
the
with
reason
you,
why he
Battle.
couldn't do that. He was too
to.
tired. You know them 10 months. He was like, man,
So to wrap
and
it up, we're just gonna say this. We're just gonna say this that whatever the case may be, he should have been honest with the situation
That's it.
instead of stringing that person along and not wasting that person's time. If he'd have brought to that woman's doorstep up front, like, look, I got a situation, but I'm just here to blow your back out and do X, Y, and Z. At least give her the option to either stay or walk away from the situation.
Right.
but he could
So
have though. He could have told her, and she
Could
still was
have,
I
like, "Look,
doubt.
and
I
come
but
doubt
on,
he
that,
did.
baby," and then she
but
started crying, and then
yeah,
man, even the
'Cause
studs
yeah,
fall
but
out when they see another woman
oh
cry.
yeah,
When a man cry, he a
true,
hoe, he
true.
a punk, he a fag, he this, he that, he a wimp. But when a woman cry, it's natural, it's beautiful.
So
Yeah,
since this
yeah,
is the foundation, I like to say the foundation moment in this situation would have been to communicate and to lead with honesty, and I think that's what the situation is lacking at
that's
the end of
it.
the day.
I
So
think
That's it.
honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all what I
That's
think
it.
the situation lacking. I think she was full of shit, and I think he was full of shit, and I think the third girl was full of shit. So they might well
Hey,
all got together, had a threesome,
hey.
got it over
So
with.
you heard it right there, straight from the source. And Max Black is
Max
definitely in the
Black,
building.
313.
This is,
I don't
hey,
do
this is
threesome. I
the
only like one person.
this this
Uno.
is this is this is where the team is at. We'll touch that on the later subject. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Bring it home. Communicate with your loved one,
yeah,
or just be honest. Let them know, hey, I'm only there for the moment. You never know; they may stick around. And be like, okay, me too. But at least give them
Yeah,
that option. So
gotta
we're
right.
gonna
have
go ahead.
goals.
Yeah, most definitely gotta have goals. And hey, this is only the first show with the new team. We're gonna definitely keep this thing going. Max Black, welcome aboard.
Oh, thank
Hey,
y'all. D-Town, baby. D
can,
representing.
Candy Coated. Appreciate
Ooh,
it.
ooh, candy.
Absolutely. DMV in the
Woo.
house.
Hey, this is only
M&M up in your mouth, not in your hand. Oh,
look. This is only a taste of things to come. You already know what it is. FoundationKings.com. Hey, we're going to bring more back soon, and stay tuned.